I'm not sure, Joe and Jed, if you are caught up on the gay agenda, but Florida's
The what?
so-called "Don't Say Gay" bill. Have you guys been reading about that?
Wait. Break this down for me, because no, I'm not aware.
Yeah. Okay. So Florida's so-called "Don't Say Gay"
Don't say gay.
Don't Say Gay bill includes a new proposed amendment that will force schools to out students about their sexual orientation to their parents, and a lot of people are concerned about that, myself included. So under this bill, teachers won't be allowed to talk about sexual orientation or gender identity. If a student does combine in within a teacher, this new amendment that was added Friday would force school officials to tell their parents within 6 weeks after learning that a student isn't straight, and instruct schools to develop a plan using all governmental resources to inform parents about their child's sexual orientation.
Wait, why aren't they allowed to talk about gender and...
That's just what this new bill here in Florida wants, and I think it's ridiculous.
And then it's going to force teachers to out.
Yeah, because I couldn't even imagine, like, myself or your brother Jacob talking to my teacher, confiding in them, like, hey, this is what I've been feeling towards girls. I don't really feel comfortable talking to anybody else, not even my parents. And then my teacher goes behind my back and tells my mom.
Did you confide in a teacher?
I did not, but had I did, I think I would feel very violated. So I think this bill is the most ridiculous thing that I've read all week. The House is expected to debate the bill today.
What?
And it is expected to go for a floor vote later this week.
This is a real thing?
This is a real thing.
It's shocking. It's an invasion of privacy.
Yeah, a lot of parents were saying that they're against this bill because, like I said before, if their child doesn't feel comfortable talking to them, they do want them to feel comfortable enough to talk to another adult.
Someone. You got to have someone.
You do.
Like I lived in college. I was a senior, right? And my brother was a freshman, and we lived together. We had an apartment together. And, I always kind of knew Jacob was gay. I knew that because we shared the same apartment, same wall. I knew that when I was in my room, that's when he would bring in his boyfriend at the time, and they would hang out together. And I respected his privacy. I knew that, listen, when it's his time to come out to me, he's going to come out to me.
Right. And
I was okay with it, too, because his best friend, Kara, he would tell Kara everything, and he would let Kara know where he was at night and where, what he was doing.
He felt comfortable talking to her.
If he didn't feel comfortable enough to confide into her and no one, and if there's a student out there who can't even confide into their teacher and they feel like they have no one, that's when I feel like they get destructive. Now, I don't know because I didn't go through this, but for you, I don't know, you could tell your friends.
Oh, absolutely. I could always talk to my friends, but I couldn't imagine being in a position if I came to work, because I don't know if you heard I'm talking about this bill. The teachers can't even talk about their sexuality. Like, imagine me coming into work every day, Joe, and you talking about your girlfriend, and I would not be able to say anything. So a lot of texts are coming in now saying that this is the reason why so many teachers are leaving.
Susan, you're on the Joe Show. What's on Twitter's taking a little turn, but this is important. I want to spend some time on this. Susan, as a parent, what do you think about this bill that, it's what is it called? The Don't Say Gay?
Don't Say Gay bill.
Don't Say Gay, where if students are confiding in their teachers that they are gay, that teachers are going to have to report this and out the kids.
And teachers can't talk about their own sexuality.
What do you think, Susan?
I think as a parent, I think it's absolutely wrong. I don't even understand why our state representatives are even speaking of this. I'm appalled. I think that it's just another way to push down our children. And, we're supposed to be growing them, whether they're, a typical child, a special needs child, or a child who happens to identify as a different gender. We're supposed to be nurturing them, not throwing them to the wolves and, calling their parents. If you as a child are confident and feel trust in a professional like a teacher or a counselor at school, they shouldn't turn around and betray that trust, because, it's very hard to, as a child, to find adults to trust. You know what
Absolutely.
I mean? And if you go to an adult or a teacher and you really need help with an issue, regardless of what it is, they shouldn't be turning around, unless you're going to harm yourself or harm somebody else, they shouldn't be turning around and saying, hey, everybody, guess what? I think it's absolutely ridiculous that our state representatives are even entertaining this. It's wrong, wrong, wrong. That's how I feel.
Well, you bring up harming yourself as well. Like, that, to me, would cause more harm if next thing you know, hey, I'm going to confide in one person because I don't feel good, and the next thing you know, that person has to go tell the whole entire world, and then it's out for the school to know. Thank you, Susan, for waking up with the Joe Show. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
You too.
Jennifer, you're waking up with the Joe Show as well, and this bill that Ashley's reporting on, the Don't Say Gay bill, where teachers are going to have to report to parents and to their bosses if a student comes out to them. Jennifer, what do you think about this?
I got a couple things to say. First of all, teachers wear many hats, and one of those is a confidence.
Yeah.
They should be the person that when they don't feel like they can talk to their parents, they should be able to talk to a teacher and know that what they're telling that teacher is between them.
Yeah.
Secondly, all the people that are in Congress voting on this are old. They don't understand.
Well, they're also, not only are they old, but let's be real, all the stories we hear and everything, they probably got some things in their own closet that they don't really want to talk about, and they probably feel uncomfortable about different things, and they, you know what I mean? Like,
and that's the thing, though, is with their generation, it was told to be pushed away.
Oh, yeah, it was. Absolutely.
It was not told to be embraced.
Yeah.
So for them, like, I don't understand why this is even a thing.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Jennifer.
I mean,
no
problem.
I appreciate it, and thanks for sharing your opinion too. I appreciate it. Go ahead, Ash.
I didn't even think about this, Joe. We just got a text in from 1490. Also, as a gay parent, my child not allowed to talk about having two moms during class. Like, she had a family project 2 years ago. What if she does it again? She can't talk about having two lesbian mothers. Like, that's basically what this bill would do, because there's no sexuality.
A mom just texted and said, hey, I have a wife, and my kid wouldn't be able to talk about,
our family. Like, post your family tree, and she wouldn't be able to even bring that project in.
Which, by the way, to me, once again, you would have to speak on this more so than me, but to me, if I was a kid, and let's say I'm gay, and I know that, my friend Ben has two dads, and I see a picture of the two dads and the kids and a happy, healthy family, that would make me go, oh my God, I've got a bright future ahead of me. I'm going to have a happy family. Right. I'm going to be able to be healthy and have kids and do all that. But now this bill is going to stop students from being able to express themselves.
And I fear that with them not being able to express themselves, they could, do that a different way, or maybe harm themselves, like it was said before, because you don't have an outlet. You have no one to talk to, and you may feel like, you're different. And you're like, wait, no one's talking about it. Like, why are we just brushing it under the rug?
Well, and that's exactly what we're not going to do right now. I'm happy that you led off with this story, because this what's on Twitter is now turned into talking about this bill, Don't Say Gay bill, that it was passed in Florida.
Yes.
How the hell does that even get passed? Here, hold on. This is an important person that we need to talk to, because they're going to be affected directly by this for many reasons. Katie, so you are a science teacher in Pinellas. You are a lesbian as well. When you hear this whole entire story and this bill that is passed, has it been talked about at the school district? Are you guys aware of this?
Yeah, we are aware of it. Actually, I'm one of our Gender and Sexuality Alliance club sponsors here in Pinellas. And,
so is that club going to end now because of this bill?
We don't really know what the future of it is, but I know that with this amendment, it's terrifying, because I have a lot of kids who do disclose their sexuality or gender identity within that club and don't feel safe doing it at home.
Yeah.
And that's the one safe space that they have. And having been a queer student myself and having felt very isolated, I can only imagine what it would be like to not feel comfortable to disclose to some of my teachers.
Have you ever had
and it is definitely...
Have you ever had a student come out to you, Katie?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. All the time. I'm kind of the one that most of my queer students go to talk about issues like this.
And
Katie, talk to me about your personal life. Are you married? You dating? What's going on with that?
Currently dating, yeah.
Dating?
So I mean,
I would look at you as my teacher if I, Ashley, if I'm lesbian, I'm looking at you, or if I'm gay too, and I'm going, all right, she healthily dates and she has this life and she's a teacher and she's a role model. I looked up to so many of my teachers. You know what I mean? Like, it just.
Yep. And I'm also a mom, so I mean,
Yeah.
like, I have a kid myself, and eventually that'll affect him if I choose to stay in the district too.
Which,
so,
it makes no sense that, like, to me, I would put you on a platform. To me, every single I don't know, pamphlet that we pass out, if we're trying to get more students to come to the school, I would talk about Katie. I would talk about how she has a successful life and she is lesbian, and that's okay. But now, because of this bill, I mean, Katie, you're not even going to be able to say who you are, what you're about, which I think that's more inspiring than. It's not like you're going out there and teaching them, I don't know, how to pay their taxes or anything that they're going to have to use in the future. Like, that right there is the most important thing that you're going to teach them, that love is love and who they are is who they are, and it's okay to be who they are. But now you can't do that.
Yeah, and that's okay to find safe, tolerant spaces. So I've definitely heard murmurs throughout my community within the education sector, as far as like other queer teachers who I communicate with regularly, where a lot of people are exploring leaving the district, leaving the state, because it's just so absolutely insane. They push a lot of diversity on district levels, but then we have state mandates like this that put us back in the closet and jeopardize everything we've worked for. So
awful.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Well, hey, I'm gonna put you on hold, and if you guys ever need anything, what was I hate to say if it's not a club, and if it's something even more than that, I apologize for making it down to a club. But
no, it's okay. It's just an after-school club.
An after-school club, and what is the club called?
GSA. Most middle schools
GSA
have it.
The Gay Straight Alliance Club, is that what it is?
It's now called the Gender and Sexuality Alliance.
Gender and Sexuality Alliance Club. If you ever need anything at all, if you need any support from us, whether it be financials, whether it be us coming in, Ashley is very, very, very successful and is lesbian, and she would be a great speaker. If you guys ever need anything at all, I'm going to put you on hold and get your information from Jed. Just reach out and let us know, because we would love to be a part of that. Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you so much, Katie. And you know what? We can do it. It will be like Fight Club now. We're going to do it away from the state. No one's going to have to know about it, because F them. I mean, this is disgusting. This makes me wish I didn't live here. Like, this is gross that people have to go through this. Do you have any final thoughts on everything going on and with the Don't Say Gay bill?
I hope it doesn't get passed.
I can't believe it's called the Don't Say Gay bill, too.
I know.
It's a wild name.